Hey, what's up? I'm Basil Barrington, and I am back with another, not a review, but I'll say another use case. We are talking about a brand new monitor by KRK. They're right behind me here. We're talking about the KRK Creates. That's Create with a K. These are the 8s and the 3s. I've been testing them out for a few weeks now, and I'm going to talk about my use case. Let's start with the 3s first, right? Because the 3s are really interesting. Remember, like KRK has the GoAux 3 and 4, and those are like completely portable desktop monitors. They come with the bag, they come with the stand. These, the KRK Create 3s, they're meant to like stay in your studio. Like you set them up, put them on your desk, and you're done with them, right? I've been using the KRK Create 3s to edit audio for podcasting, some light sort of like A/B testing when I'm doing some production work. And I have to say, they're not bad. I mean, again, you can get these here, the 3s, the KRK 3s, not a bad desktop monitor. Now, you know I go through a lot of desktop monitors. I've done the Atom Audio desktop monitors, the KRK desktop monitors, the GoAux 3 and 4, and now I have the KRK Create 3s. And again, like I said, put them on your desk. I was using them mostly for podcast editing, so just audio, right? And everything worked out. And I was also using them in conjunction with the KRK Create 8 in my recording studio, where I was actually, again, just producing music on the 8s, then seeing what they sound like on the 3s. Can I hear every single element, every single instrumentation when it comes to my track on the 3s? And the answer is yes, although super flat, but that's okay because I run my monitors flat anyway. I'm gonna turn the active monitor around because with the 3s, it comes with an active monitor and a passive monitor, right? So you do have, one of the cool things about these monitors are the Bluetooth connectivity. The Bluetooth is it's a little temperamental. You do have to like play with it a little bit, but once they're connected, they're done, right? So I connected these. These are awesome to connect to, just Bluetooth because, maybe they're on your desk or maybe they're on like a shelf or something. And when you walk into a room, you want to hear sound and you just like connect it to your Bluetooth. So that's pretty cool. The KRK8s are also Bluetooth connectivity, right? And before I even go into the 8s, let me just tell you the connectivity. So you have RCA, 1/4 inch. Well, you have a 1/4 inch in RCA on here, on the 3s, right? On the 8s, you do have another sort of IO. You have 1/4 inch RCA and also like XLR. So that's pretty cool. But then you have your Bluetooth connectivity right here, the button right here, you just press that to activate it. But you know that I generally run my monitors flat all the time because my room is completely treated. So how was I using the KRK Create 8? So let me tell you how I was using these, right? First thing I always do is set them up in my DJ studio. What is that gonna sound like when I'm playing deep house music, when I'm playing open format, when I'm playing hip hop? What is that gonna sound like? When I'm playing jazz music, what is that going to sound like? And I will say, they sound pretty good. These are straight analog speakers. So remember with the KRK Rockets, I think the 4s and the 5, they came out with the DSP. So you have that sort of like that digital aspect to it. And I really prefer a straight analog monitor, and that's what these are, right? So if you have your room treated properly, you can run these flat and you'll be okay, right? So I really like that. So I'm running them in my DJ studio, pumping music, pumping my deep house music. And I only have these connected. I don't even have my 3-inch monitors connected. I have these connected, right? And I'm just pumping it. Next thing you know, it's like 4 hours later and I'm like, oh, I forgot I was on these because generally in my DJ studio are the KRK Rocket 8s, R5s, or I should say G5s. But I disconnected those, put these up, and they sound really good. I must admit, I like a little bit of bass in my joint, even when I'm running them flat, and everything was pretty cool. Now, I then, disconnected them and brought them into my recording studio right here. Started messing around with some music I was like mixing for, I was just mixing some music. So I had these connected and I had the 3s connected. So I had both the KRK Create 8s and 3s connected. Again, the 3s are used in an A/B sort of way. where, once I'm doing everything on the big monitors, I want to see what they sound like on the small monitors. Can I hear everything? Yes, I can on the threes. But these here, just producing music and mixing down, pretty good monitors, I must say. And you know what? You get a pair of these monitors, the KRK Create, you are looking at $460 for the pair. That's what's really cool about KRK, and you have to admit this too, right? KRK has a line of monitors that fits every budget. This is a very budget-friendly consumer monitor. If you're looking to get into your production game, if you're looking to get into your DJ game and you need some monitors, I would definitely take a look at these. As a matter of fact, I would recommend these, just for someone starting out, like, hey, I'm starting this, journey. I need some monitors. You got to start somewhere. And then eventually, once you are able to get your weight up in terms of know-how, then you start moving into other monitors. But just to start, I think the KRK Create is an excellent monitor for someone looking to get into, the DJ or the recording studio game, the music production game, and you just want some big monitors. And these 8s do it. A pair for $460. That's not bad, you know what I'm saying? That is pretty good. So again, I am talking about the KRK Creates. I got the 8s and the 3s. I've had them for a few weeks. I've been testing them out. I really like these monitors. I have a lot of monitors right now, so I'm trying to figure out where am I going to put these monitors. I know with the 3s, I'm going to place them on a bookshelf in my recording studio, so when friends come by and they just want to listen to something, they can just connect right to these Bluetooth speakers. I may even do that to the 8s. I may have, like right now, I have 2 sets of monitors in my recording studio, and who knows? I mean, maybe I'm putting together like, a surround sound sort of setup here, but that would be a lot, and I don't have like all the equipment to do that. But if I were looking to get into this game and I needed a good pair of studio monitors that I can use in my recording studio and also in my DJ studio, I'm getting the KRK Create 8s. They're just great. Again, a pair for $460. Well, there you have it. Until next time, peace.